It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to a rainy, and Dawn's going to sing for his rainy Monday.
I think I need a light over here, guys. It's a little dark. I know it's going to interfere with your TV.
What's wrong with your face?
I'm missing half of it because they decided not to turn the light on.
That's because you don't wear a hat. Otherwise, it don't matter. I hate when that blinks.
Anyway,
welcome to the show. Welcome to another month.
Another Monday. Another month. It's been May for a while.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
What's today's day?
The 12th.
Oh, there you go. Not even half.
Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the Midday Show. It's been, we've got our summer crew in full gear. Everyone's producing, doing elements, segments, all good things. It's been a busy morning. We have a new art curator of the studio that I think Freddie's going to
Wayne Henry.
Amazing.
I got to do that for the basketball team. We're also making that announcement, making the payment today.
Awesome. Very nice.
Wayne Henry.
It's good to be you. I hope everyone had a lovely Mother's Day.
It's good to be me.
It is so good to be you, Freddie. And everyone's a little bit dry, and I don't know, I think it's still raining outside, but a lot of good things happening as we roll into, I know it's still spring, but I think everyone's on this summer mindset, probably because our crew is on this. Look at them standing there. I feel like I got two producers right on the stage.
Look at that. You got Ice Cube. And
they are just missing their earbuds, ready to rock and roll.
Are you working today?
Me?
No. Yeah, not you.
It depends if I get caught out or not.
It depends what?
Restaurants closed, and it depends how rainy it is for the ice.
So if you don't work today, can we go get the truck and bring it up and sort of party with it? Like, can we do that? No?
No. Heather's back, which is great. She's working on Gen X.
Who?
Mona Lisa. She's in the back.
No, she's not there.
I spoke to Daphne over the weekend of
Hey,
Health
you
and
told me
Vitamin
that.
Concepts. It was
Yeah,
I got
that's
to go
amazing.
see Daphne, and she's got an amazing
Good
concept
Daphne?
that she wants us to help promote.
How many years do we know Daphne?
I've known Daphne long before I knew you. I've known Daphne, it's got to be 25 years.
So how long I know you?
You know, yesterday was 9 years of my first interview with you up at iHeart. Is that crazy? Is that insanity?
It is.
You came up on my time hop, that
Wow.
first interview,
Wow.
where it all began.
And I saw the light in the sky, and there was an angel saying, "No, bro, you stay right there."
You just didn't listen to the message
I didn't
in your
listen.
head. You decided
What
to
the
go.
hell was I thinking?
I don't know. That was one of the angels playing games with you.
Wow, what a curveball.
So save the date.
I've known you 2.5 years.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Just had to say that. I'm sorry to interrupt.
June 21st, save the date. It's our 9-year anniversary party, and it is not going to be in studio. We are heading out on the road up to Bramer's on Gateway and I-95, and a huge thank you to Lucy and Pedro for putting all of that together. More to come, but it's going to be there midday. Gio, the food was amazing, so much fun. They're so lovely, a separate side room, and we hope you all come and join us.
And yes, we have started production up in Boynton. It is on Ocean Avenue. I think the number is 904, but it's up there because people thought it was a joke. They think I'm a prankster. No, it is not a prank. It is real. We're going to inform you more because it's by appointment only for now, and we're going to do some very magical stuff up there. We got the CRA, talking to them, talking to the chamber, talking to different people, and the restaurant that you mentioned, and much, much more coming. So here we go.
So I found out over the weekend that the theme of, I had my granddaughter's nursery is going to be the Enchanted Garden, filled with fairies and magical things.
You found out it's a girl.
I found out she is a girl, and the theme is Magical Garden, and there's going to be fairies and magic, so she can be in touch with me all the time.
That's only because her son was Superman till the 9th grade. He used to go to school with a cape.
But that came from my daughter-in-law, so I thought, wow, that's pretty amazing. It's going to be fairies all
There's
over
only
the
one?
nursery. There's only one.
I could have
so
sworn there
far.
was two.
So far, there's only one.
Didn't I tell you it was a girl?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yes, you did. So we found out on Friday by
Right.
mistake. She found out that it's a girl, but they found out.
She shouldn't have said anything.
She was so she did, and my son was so excited to tell us that Ashley was still in the shower, and Erin called us, and she says, "What are you doing without me here?" He says, "You had to get ready," and I was so excited. So he sent this whole video, which I sent to everybody. They did a whole Star Wars video and the lightsaber color and everything. So we're excited. She's due November 23rd or 22nd, I think.
And what do we call you, Nona?
I'm not quite sure.
Nana? Nona?
I guess whatever she
Nona.
decides to call me.
Go to Netflix and watch the movie Nona's. It's about a real restaurant in Staten Island.
I saw it.
And I
We
looked
just
it
watched
up.
that last night.
I called them this morning to make a reservation because of the movie. And they said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Florida." And she said, "Why are you making a reservation?" Because I hear you got a 6-month wait.
I didn't see the whole movie. I saw the premise of it.
Unbelievable.
I heard it was great.
So I thought of calling you Nona.
Oh, that works.
Because that's grandma, and
It was incredible, and especially it was a true story.
it's a true story. Did you know it's a true story?
Yeah, I
How
knew
come
that.
you never told me about it then?
I just watched it last night.
She's doing her thing.
That's because you and I, we're linked up to the
in
same
tune.
brain.
All right,
We're in tune.
we got a lot going on here. You ready to get into we have a very special segment interview.
Where are we going?
We've got Bryan
over there?
and Danielle Docobo joining us, and we've got a very special story to share with you about their family and their journey, and see if maybe you can help find this missing link for a rare genetic disorder that their sons have. And we're trying to get the word out as big as we can do it. It was on All County on Thursday night, so a huge thank you to them for giving us their radio time that Thursday night. And we're going to go to commercial break, but when we come back, you're going to meet these incredible people firsthand. And of course, Sally Bernard is in the studio, which means Call Me Zena is today at 2:30, so you don't want to miss that as well. Ready? We're going to take a quick break. More to come. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Like and subscribe, as well as all the shows we produce at Ant Media Productions. You can find everything from Call Me Zena to All County Healthcare, Making Money with Laura Sanders, and everything in between. So more to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Ding ding, here we are at the favorite chocolate store.
Schur's Chocolate. If you could have smell-o-vision in this space, oh my gosh. Tell us about Schur's Chocolate.
Well, we hand make almost everything in chocolate. We do it all in the back room here. We have a workshop back there. We just love what we do.
Everything's here from Easter bunnies to truffles to mints to, I see this toffee pretzel crunch.
It's probably our best seller. Everybody loves, when they come in, some people are a little grumpy when they walk in, but when they leave, they're happy. Everybody.
That's the way chocolate works.
Nobody ever leaves unhappy. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you can spell chocolate, you come here, they got it. It's everything.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
In a world where finding reliable and compassionate home care can be overwhelming, Sunshine Home Care Services stands as a beacon of hope. That's why we've partnered with professional nurses physical rehabilitation centers, and medical offices to ensure their patients receive the very best in home care. At Sunshine Home Care Services, our mission is simple yet profound: to support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of life and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Turn down that TV, please. And we're back.
Are you ready
Just
to
like
get...
a lot of moving parts.
But you know what? It's summer. It's the beauty of what we get to do right here in the studio for our Amp Media Futures Foundation. And yes, for all of you here, the conversation going on, it's because we are a full-service working studio that we teach our interns, our producers, media production. They learn their skills. They produce, they create, they write the newsletter, they write our grants. They do everything that you see that happens right here in the studio. And we're moving into our summer crew. So a lot more time, a lot more teaching, and he gets a lot more crazy.
They drive me insane.
So, shall we get into this?
Let's do this.
All right, last Thursday we had the pleasure of going to a networking event through Laura Sanders, who has been an incredible host that works with us on Making Money with Laura Sanders for over 2 years. And Laura never asks us to do anything. Laura is very independent and self-sufficient. And a month ago she said, can you come to an event? It's tomorrow. I'm like, no, I can't do it tomorrow. She goes, all right, you're going to come to the next one. Book it in your calendar. I want you to be there. Now, she asked for nothing. So I booked it in my calendar, and Freddie says, why are we going to this networking event? And I said, because Laura asked, and Laura asked for nothing. So I don't even think I knew Laura was presenting, and we get to this incredible event. Laura Sanders does her outstanding job, as she always does, presenting real estate. She is with RE/MAX, and we meet the head of this networking group, Bryan Docobo, and at the end of it, he shares his story of his sons, Ethan and Liam. So today we have Bryan joining us, and we're going to let him share the story of his little boys with Coats Plus disease, which is a rare genetic disorder, and his lovely wife, Danielle. So thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for providing a platform for us to share our story.
And as the stars aligned on Thursday, we had an opening on radio, and we were able to bring, you both came up with Liam, and he got to play here with all his toys, and he actually shares my birthday, which if you don't believe in coincidence is making Sally smile. Like that was the cherry on top of the day that we share the same birthday. Sally's daughter's birthday was March 25th. So right there's another serendipity. And you shared your story, and I just want you to be able to share the stories of your sons.
Yes. We had 2 children, and we have a spiritual child now that were born with a rare genetic life-shortening disease called Coats Plus. We came to discover that they had this disease when Liam was about 4 years old, when he had a seizure. And in that process of giving him an MRI to find out what triggered that seizure, we'd learned of calcifications and cysts on his brain. It triggered a series of events that ultimately led to the diagnosis of Coats Plus syndrome. Once we discovered this particular disease, we understood that there was no cure. But I think that what comes with any type of disease, what comes with any type of ailment, there's no treatment until there is. And we felt the obligation to do something about it, not just to give our children the best life that they could possibly have while they're here, and hopefully they will be here much longer, but there's also the obligation and opportunity to do something about this, and that's the journey that my wife and I have decided to take.
And we've had the pleasure of knowing you for a small amount of time, but this couple is the most incredible couple because, and you said, Danielle, you could have wallowed in darkness and everyone would have said, I understand you lost a child, which is probably one of the most horrific things that could ever happen to a parent is losing a young child. But you decided to go a different direction.
Yeah. Through all of this, I think the single most important thing that we've learned is that you have the ultimate choice as to which path you want to take. And every day it's a very conscious decision to wake up, to find pockets of joy, to have something to look forward to keep going, to keep working, to keep experiencing life. And yes, is going down this dark path really easy? And does it happen sometimes? Absolutely. But, and I owe it to a lot of people, including my husband and a lot of friends and a huge support and spiritual community that I found through this that has helped me to kind of weave the pain into some sort of larger purpose. And I think Ethan, in a way, it sounds a little corny, but he went to sleep so we could awaken in a way. And I truly think we're on that path.
That is beautiful. Yeah. And just to add to your story, your other son, Liam, has the same genetic disorder.
He does. And it doesn't seem fair and it doesn't seem real most of the time. Sometimes I still have to remind myself that this is still my life and it's excruciatingly painful at times and for moments. But I don't stay there and I don't live in that space of sorrow and pity, and I don't want pity. I want to create something that we didn't have when we were given the diagnosis. We had one person in the entire world that could lead us and help us, and from that we've created the Coats Plus Foundation that has found people all around the world with this genetic condition. We found researchers and physicians that were willing to help us. We somehow got an off-label drug that has helped stabilize my son's calcifications and cysts in his brain that never existed. And we've gotten stem cells that have helped his motor skills, and we ultimately want gene editing. That's what we think will help the most.
And when he was here, he's just a delightful little 8-year-old boy playing with his variety of toys that G-Men seem to know every name to them.
Yeah.
So well behaved, so incredible. But this is what you wake up to every day. You know, some people wake up and go, what's my day going to be like? And after that initial, is it weekend, is it this, you iron out your day. You wake up with this every day. So what is it like for you when your eyes open in the morning, emotionally?
My very first thought is, and it took a lot of self-love and compassion to get to this place, was I am here today in this moment, thankful for this breath.
That's beautiful.
Then I go on, I'm like, oh my God, the appointments and work and what, I try to meditate, I journal, there's gratitude. Those first few seconds are vital to not going down that rabbit hole of darkness.
And how about you, Bryan?
First off, I'm just want to say that I am so proud of my wife. This has been an evolution of the soul. This did not happen overnight, but just to hear the words she's speaking right now, as a husband, I couldn't be more proud of my wife to hear those things, because it's been a path to get there. And I think that's something important that she said, which is true, is that you could visit the pain, but you can't live there. And I think that's something that her and I had different ways of dealing with the onset of the grief. For me, I do better when I'm focused, take action. We have a diagnosis. It's not good. What can we do about it? Her path was tapping very much into spirituality and really owning that space. And I believe it was a whisper, her going in that direction, a whisper to me, which created alignment and openness for me to reach spirituality. And I do believe that's the centerpiece of where we operate from now.
And what's your day like? You wake up, she goes to spirit.
My day, I wake up and I I focus on gratitude. You know, what Danielle says about what do I have in this moment, we feel that. We believe in the power of now, being present. I start with a moment of gratitude, and then I, quite frankly, depending on my day, sometimes I wake up and I'm energized, and I'm just ready to hit the ground running, and my life's a little crazy right now with a lot of different moving parts. I believe the universe is pulling me in a direction that I have surrendered and just let me go, and I'm heading down that path. Other days where I wake up and maybe my energy is a little bit lower, I put on some motivational YouTube videos, and again, that warrior mindset, and I just say, let's roll. You know, I go over there, I kiss my wife, I hug my son, and I love on that kid until he's got to go to school, even though I'll find every reason he could possibly think of to stay in bed and not get up and get ready. But Liam is the sweetest child, and there are many days where I do find my way into Ethan's room, and there's a energy there that I find strength in tapping into, and have that moment of quiet for me to appreciate his soul that I believe still walks with us.
And you both started the Coats Plus Foundation.
Yeah.
What are you looking to do with this foundation? What's your goal?
What we're looking to do is we started this foundation with the help of some other parents that we have met. We have Laura Atkins, who lost her child, and we have Dante Harris, who's battling for his child right now as we speak. With us as parents, we started to become more organized, and that has led to other people coming into our orbit with this particular foundation. Our goals are this, and I guess I could speak to it about the 4 pillars that we have. The first is fundraising. We must raise capital to effectuate the ends that we go to seek. The second pillar that we have is giving back to the community, giving back to the parents. When the parents receive this diagnosis, they become it's a very delicate situation. Knowing that they are not alone and they are supported, and know that we are moving forward is very important, and a constant connective tissue with them. The third is awareness, and that's why we are very fortunate to find the show. It's helping us raise the awareness of this very newly understood rare disease that's only been, the link between this genetic mutation, this disease has only been understood since 2012. And of course, the fourth pillar is research. So ultimately, that is where we could actually find a cure to this disease. So we are linking with gene editors. We do have stem cell providers within our contact list, other wonderful doctors. Ultimately, if we have a way to edit the genes, that is a cure. And it's not just a cure for Coats Plus. It could be a cure not just for telomere-related diseases. There's potential here to be a cure for all rare disease. Depending on the rare disease, might need a little tinkering, but there's something special here that we're fortunate to be in a time where this is even a possibility.
And people ask, we talked about this Thursday, you had normal pregnancy, they were preemies, but normal pregnancy, genetic testing, fine, because this is so rare?
So I had standard care in the US. I have health insurance. I'm a pediatric nurse myself. I knew kind of what to look out for if things were going wrong, and luckily I listened to my instincts with both my sons, but my oldest son, Liam, was born at 34 weeks, 2 pounds, 12 ounces, and Ethan was born at 27 weeks, 1 pound, 6 ounces. And on my birthday with Ethan, I was feeling decreased fetal movements. My instincts just told me to go to the ER, and I did, and he was delivered the next day. But I had, standard genetic testing that they do. Nothing was abnormal. After our last conversation, I remembered we had a Doppler ultrasound reading around the 23rd or 24th week, because he was a tiny bit small, but nothing worrisome for the doctors, and everything was fine at that appointment. So I felt fine, and then it's fine one day and it's not the next, and there's nothing you could do about that.
If I may just piggyback on that, because I see an opportunity here with the awareness component about what to identify early on with this particular disease. While she had a very normal pregnancy both times, and then towards the end it became very abrupt, there was placental failure where it was growth restriction type situation. And ultimately, when there was that placental failure, there was decreased fetal movements. So I think that for any NICU doctors listening to this, NICU oncologists, those in the first line to identify this particular disease, if there is an abrupt pregnancy where there is some sort of placental failure, because the placenta also carries the same genetic mutation, that, to have this on your radar, understand there might be something here. This disease is very easily misdiagnosed and underdiagnosed. So those on the forefront of this battle, feel free to reach out to us at the Coast Plus Foundation so we can get in more detail, but those are very important hallmarks to be aware of.
Jay, if you still have the pictures from Thursday, if we can put some pictures up of their beautiful boys, they're probably in the downloads. We can show those also. And I was watching a story this morning on TV where the president, I believe it's of Syracuse, his daughter has Down syndrome.
Oh, wow.
And she just graduated through their Syracuse lifestyle program.
Oh, yeah.
And she did this running leap, jumped into her father's arms. They all fell over on the floor. But they talked about what it's like for a marriage to have a child diagnosed with learning differences. And again, I thought of you guys because you shared this story that, and the wife said 80% of marriages who have a child that have learning differences or different abilities fails.
Well, I'm not answering this question.
She's just laughing, so.
Talk about challenging in every way, especially with someone who's very active to find a solution where nothing exists. Every day, on top of running a law practice and keeping a roof over her head, he's became a geneticist, a researcher, a doctor, connecting with people around the world. Learning medical terminology is not for the faint of heart. So I gave him a lot of credit for that. And then, but resentment builds. I'm like, where are you? What are you doing? We need you here too, especially when we know time is limited. Be here, be present. But it was challenging, but last year was a year of healing. We found a fantastic therapist that I don't know if I can name her name if she would want me to.
Why not? Lily Rosenblatt, we love you, okay? Lily Rosenblatt
I'm pretty sure saved our
marriage. And we are actually in the best possible spot. I believe the subconscious anxieties of what we go through came out as part of this journey. It has not always been clean or the most beautiful situation, but we have found a peace and harmony in our relationship, and we believe that we are on this path together, mission together, and I couldn't be able to do it with anybody else.
What advice do you both have?
Seek to understand. And I think that very easily we could fall into reactionary behavior, and seeking to understand is not condoning behavior. It is not adopting that other person's position. But if you truly seek to understand that person and their perspective, I think it goes a long way because it takes the anger out of it. You understand how certain outputs are happening. Certain words are said, certain things are done, but understanding why that is happening creates a space for more understanding, alignment, and healing. And I think it's more of a mindset that we were able to, even in the most difficult of times, go to that framework and be able to maintain a relationship. And then ultimately, when the space provided, we were able to heal and become the strong union that we have today.
You guys are incredible. Freddie jokes all the time about his marriages, but to see what you've overcome and what you're going through and still going through, and on the other side of this, it may not be rainbows and unicorns, and you're here and you're sharing your story with us, and we are so incredibly grateful.
Thank you.
And Thursday was just this magical day because not only did we meet you and have the opportunity for an open space on radio and meet your son, at the end of it, in walks another one of our host mothers that you have known, and her uncle is the head of a pediatric hospital in the United States. And now, Sally, I've got the goosebumps. You talk about the stars aligning and being in the right place at the right time. And I know you haven't seen her, she said, in decades.
Yes, it's through this experience, and my wife and I joke, well, we're on an odyssey. We are on this path, and you never know how the universe is going to fully align. But I think that the message also is this, not just our story, but everyone has something they're going through that maybe other people don't know about. And if there's anything I could leave any of your viewers is this: whatever you're going through, take that first step. then take the second. Just focus on one step after the other, one day at a time, one moment at a time. You never know where it could lead. The fact that we, as a family, decided to take these steps, we were able to find a drug for off-label use to battle the progression of the disease. We were able to find stem cells. We were able to find a community. And now we're finding a place where we could bring about awareness for the next steps. And you don't get there until you take that first step. And remember, energy begets more energy. And ultimately, I don't know where this is going to go fully, but all I know is we must keep moving forward.
You guys are incredible.
Thank you.
You have any questions for them?
I don't have anything.
You're just
I'm
sitting
just
there.
listening.
Thank you.
You know,
Taking it all in.
We have a golf tournament coming up.
Well, it's a remarkable last couple of days in here. I got another one for you tomorrow. Wait till you hear this story, but I'm not going to tell you anything till they get here. But it always comes in threes. So tomorrow we have another wonderful story, not so wonderful, sad story. I mean, it's just informing people of what's going on right now. You know, you're going to be a grandma, and you should know a little bit more about what's going on. It's a complicated world. It's a complicated time. There are things happening that people just don't understand what's going on. And to be able to follow a path, stay together in itself under the hardest circumstances is amazing. I mean, the two of you, just to be friends with everybody in here, they get the gift of knowing you. Because it isn't easy what you're going through. And we talked about this before we went on the air. It's not easy. But enjoy your kids, and you hug them, and you hug them again. And you know they're going to fight you if they're older in this group. Hug them some more, because you never know what can happen. Never know. So
more information, Coates, COATS plus foundation.com. Yes? Not
yes,
org,
that's
it's .com.
It's .com.
Okay.
Right now, that's our website. You know, when we're going down this path, sometimes done's better than perfect.
Yes.
But for right now, that's the website, and that's the way to be able to connect with us. That's correct.
Thank you so much, Bryan, Danielle, and Liam. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And Ethan, thank you for gracing your parents with us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, who else but Sally Bernard, our psychic and medium. And I think Sally's even had a little chit-chat with Danielle behind the scenes. More to come. For more information, you can also always contact us right here at the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll always get the message out to any of the interviews that we have here. More to come. We'll be right back.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Hi, I'm David Vito Quaderno, the owner of Xavier Restaurant in Meisner Plaza that is in front of Meisner Park. We're a Sicilian cuisine restaurant, so I'm Sicilian. I'm just arrived from Sicily. I live in Catania, the east coast of Sicily. We offer the traditional Sicilian cuisine with the traditional ingredients that I used to import from Sicily, from the cheese to the oregano to the anchovies and different kind of fish. This is a family business already from the 1897, so it's almost 130 years business, and we're offering here the best. This is the first restaurant in the United States, so I wait for you in Meisner Park to enjoy the best and the real Sicilian kitchen. Ask you to book your tables just to be sure that you will find a place for enjoy the real Sicilian kitchen. Thank you.
For your reservation, you can call at 561-617-5424. We are open from Tuesday to Sunday from 4 to 9:30.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to AMP2 Network. Today's is about the president's idea on the prison museum in San Francisco. President Donald Trump announced on May 4th in a Truth Social post about his idea to reopen Alcatraz, the infamous island prison turned museum that closed in 1963. Said through a social media post in Truth Social, Trump reports that he wants to rebuild and reopen the prison to fit the United States' most ruthless and violent offenders. Multiple agencies, including the Bureau of Prisons, are supposedly on board, but experts are skeptical. The Alcatraz prison lacks potable water and electricity, which is posing significant challenges for modern incarceration qualification standards. Due to the dire straits of the condition of the prison itself, those say that the financials of the repairs alone would be too costly. With no further mention, due to cost, it's speculated that it's not a current priority. Would you want the museum turned back into a heavy-duty prison for criminals to be reestablished? Thanks to listening to AMP2 Network. Let's get back to the show.
Pope Francis is the 226th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. He was the first Pope born outside of Europe in a millennia. As of today, April 21 RST 2025, he has regrettably passed away at 88 years old. He was both praised and criticized for his views, that of which blended the traditional Catholic doctrine with a heavy focus on compassion and social issues. It is clear the Pope Francis leaves behind a legacy of humility, unwavering faith, and an upholded reformation of the Church. His impact will be felt for generations to come. Until a new Pope is chosen to continue the Pope's legacy, we hope for the future and have faith for the beyond.
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum, habebus papam, eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem XIV.
Pope Leo XIV is the first United States American Pope in Catholic history. He has been praised the legacy of his predecessor, Pope Francis in a meeting of cardinals. He has indicated that he intended to follow in Pope Francis' footsteps, to continue and uphold his legacy. Let us take up this precious legacy and continue on the journey, says Pope Leo XIV. We wish nothing but the best for the Pope and look forward to what he does with the Church in the future. Now let's get back to the show.
And there you have it, Alcatraz and the Pope.
Chloe, nice job on those two pieces.
You never know what that box of chocolates is going to have.
She did a nice job.
She does an excellent job. Her skills are getting better and better.
And she's got a key.
A key?
She's got a key to her house.
They gave her a key?
I know. I'm really proud of her, yes.
Wow. Can we check, make sure she has a key every time she leaves here?
Yeah. I told her to put it in a zip. She left? No. I told her to put it in a zipper compartment and keep it safe. But Chloe,
I told her to put it in her shoe.
Chloe's with us all summer until September.
I told her to put the key in her shoe.
Good idea.
She says, that bothers me. I have flat feet. I says, I know, but you know it's there.
It's very black or white. All right. We did not get a chance to tap into what you've got going on for Father's Day. So you have a golf tournament happening.
It is on June 13th. That is the Friday before Father's Day. It's also the day before my birthday and my father's birthday, and it has a sentimental value of it's been a year since we put Ethan on hospice. This tournament is to raise money for our charity. So if anybody is inclined to want to come out and play some golf at the Country Club of Coral Springs on that date, or want to participate in the silent auction, or become a sponsor, or otherwise support this particular movement and charity, we'd love to have you and love to have you participate any way you can.
You've got some great silent auction items already.
We do. We have a gentleman that was very generous and offering his very nice boat to take people out for 4 or 5 hours. That's one silent charity auction opportunity. We also have 3 days, 2 nights in an Airbnb on the west coast of Florida, and we also have a grand piano so far. So we're getting very, very interesting gifts for the silent auction, which we're very excited about to complement the golf tournament that day.
A grand piano.
And how do people get more information on that?
For more information on that, they could go to.
Do we have the flyer?
I think the flyer was put up there. Okay. But if you look at it's Dads Helping Dads in support of the Coates Plus Foundation on that day, June 13th. We could get up the web address for you, but ultimately right there's the flyer for that. Feel free to Google that, and you'll be able to see our charity golf tournament.
Amazing. Thank you. Maybe we can ask JoJo if we can get another weekend or something.
Well, that's still to be determined, no? Maybe we could use it. Also, Brianna says that there is, you remember one of the interns that came here, she was from the high school where there was the shootings, and she came to us.
Parkland, Haley.
Parkland, Haley. And she used to work at the Putt-Putt in the miniature golf in Delray. Now, that's under new ownership, and apparently it's the place to hang out. And they want us to go up there and do a shoot. And Brianna told me before she left that we have to contact them. So maybe we could do something with this up there. Shoot like for a hole, a putt-putt, hole-in-one.
Absolutely.
Okay, we could do something with that. I was thinking of doing it right here, but they got a whole green up there.
We'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
And that web address is it's perfectgolfevents.com. If you look up the Coates Plus Foundation, Dads Helping Dads on that platform, you should be able to find our golf tournament.
Perfectgolfevents.com.
Do you golf?
Me? I can hold a club.
Is that what they're called?
Well, I lived at Beaucaire Country Club, and we had 18 holes, and I golfed a little bit, but I drank a lot. I used to be the bartender.
What a surprise.
I had a golf cart and everything. With a bar in the
back. She's shocked, I know.
Not shocked.
But everybody wanted to be in my cart.
Of course.
I wonder why.
Why not?
Freddie's the hospitality committee in the studio, all rolled up into one person. He's very busy.
You should get me a golf cart.
I should get you roller skates.
On bricks, on cinder blocks. No tires.
No tires.
Yeah.
All right, you want to say hi to Sally?
No.
She's been over there very engaged in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. You know, I can feel it, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I also lost a child, but it was an adult child, but it doesn't matter. At any age, you still feel that pain, right?
It's your child.
Yeah. But you're doing great, absolutely, to channel yourselves that way.
Thank you.
Good.
Sally, tell me about your pants, because those are
Yeah,
amazing.
okay, on the brighter side.
On the brighter side, those
actually, one of my pieces of art is over there, and it's transformed into my pants.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot. I have many just jogging pants. I have the shoes, sandals. I have jackets. I have
Wow,
sweaters.
I feel like I want you to-
actually even ordered a dress. So I have a dress.
Your
too.
black and white's outstanding.
I love what you said. I'm going to have a black and
Outstanding.
white collection. I'm going to do that, yes. I'm getting a lot of
Unbelievable.
compliments.
And that's artbysallybernard.com.
Right. Yes.
Also, so that everybody knows, the tariffs on the shoes, we're bringing the shoes back. See, if somebody would listen to me, it wouldn't have to go through all this. But she took them out because of the tariffs being very expensive. Now the tariffs are back to normal. They're actually even less. And we're going to put the shoes back.
Right. Yes, I'm putting the shoes back
'Cause people
because we
were
thought it
asking
was
where are the shoes?
142%. They're going to bring
Not
them in
even,
from
they're
China.
10%
But it's
now.
changed now, yes. So the shoes will be back. I still have the flip-flops on there, though. I have the bathing suits. I have the purses. I have everything on there.
Those are
actually.
just beautiful. How are they comfortable? Or
They
are
are
they stretchy?
so, yeah, just to feel the material, yeah. Somehow we'll do some sort of commercial with that because I thought they were going to be way too small for me, but they're really not because they stretch to you, yeah. And I
Look
have
at Sally
many
in
different
leggings.
pieces
How
of
cool
art.
is she?
Look at you.
Yeah.
She's like
Very
the coolest
trendy.
grandma ever.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think you
getting
won
up
like
there.
the cool
Yeah,
grandma
I'm getting
award.
up there.
You're the leggings grandma.
Yep. It's just what, but I ordered for myself. I ordered 3 or 4, and the girls that I ordered for the cafe should be here. They only sent part of the order, but the rest is coming. So.
And for people who are wondering what your artwork is all about, you've got your art, and now it's all printed on different clothing. There's dresses, there's T-shirts, there's men's shirts, leggings, shoes.
This is one of many
bathing
different
suits.
styles,
You've got
yeah.
everything.
I got bathing suits too. I've even got actually there's even a water bottle on there, which I didn't even realize. Many different designs.
Where is Aaron? And Aaron, you got a mic? No. Well, that's useless. Thank you. Somebody get Aaron a mic because
I
there's
love that filter. Like
what? What filter?
the one you don't have.
Well, he knows that I'm going to bring up something they came up.
But
They
what
came
you're
up
saying
with.
with it is just
But it's not good if you don't have
no.
the
You
mic.
said useless. Like
Well,
we're
it's
live
useless, he
on
doesn't
air,
have
and
one.
I'm just what comes out of your mouth is ever
You
so
have one now?
shocking.
You have a mic? Does it have a wire? No,
Yeah.
no, we're not going to commercial. There's a reason I'm bringing him up. Now, you're an artist in the studio, one of many that we have in here. And your artwork is not only on the walls, it's on the clothing, it's on
clothing.
shoes.
I'm a walking.
It's going to be cereal next. You're going to have like
I'm
a
a
black and
walking
white
piece
cereal.
of artwork.
And the professor over here, Aaron interviewed today somebody that we're bringing in to control the flow of the artwork, correct?
Correct.
And you also came up with something that I think would make Sally smile. The other piece where the interview turned into, he was interviewing Wayne and the sister, and then something else came out of it, didn't it?
Yes, I had the idea that each month we could interview some of our artists that have art on the walls here and tell the story behind the art and how it came to be.
That's a great idea.
And I have a story.
Well, you have many stories, but I
do.
think for the first
Even
time,
with my art.
for the first time in a long time in here, we're going to follow the artists in what they do on the walls.
That's great.
And we're going to be able to sell the artwork on websites outside of this building.
Okay, that sounds great.
Because he has a huge following. He brought his sister. You know, his sister's an artist. I don't know if she told you.
He told me she's a potter.
Yes, well, that to me is an artist.
It is.
It's like you play the piano, but you're not an artist, right?
No, I
But
don't
you
play.
do draw and you paint, but you're not an artist. And they're going to put this together. They're going to interview it. They're going to take pictures of it. Also, we're going to be taking some of the artwork on the road. We're going to take some of it to Boynton. We're going to be taking it to different places that we go, 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4, so that the artists then become recognized on the outside. We're hoping that people will read, because I didn't know the professor is what is it, a small books? What do you call that?
Short stories.
Short story.
Very cool. That's why he's the professor.
Yes, we're going to bring that to life. So, Sally, more to come on your stuff.
Yep.
And you, like you told us, you wrote a book, and every piece of art you have has a story.
Yes, they've been interpreted because I'm kind of like the same way that I'm on my show. I'm in kind of a trance when I paint. I have no idea until I look at the canvas what I put on it.
Sally, you're like the highlight of the studio, and everyone finds out you're coming and who you are. They all stay.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
you have a gift.
amazing the amount of people. I was just telling you this
Yeah.
that I have met here. I mean, I've been coming for over 2.5 years now, and it's like it just unfolds. It just all comes together here, doesn't it? And you guys have seen that. It's incredible. It's like a meeting. It's a meeting place, which we were discussing. Absolutely.
Well, it's like I said, I don't understand it. I don't understand you. But
Is that a compliment?
It is, absolutely. It's a 2-year compliment.
Okay.
And people don't know that we asked you to join us 3 years prior to you showing up.
Right, right.
And one of the gentlemen who introduced us to you is no longer with us.
Right.
Right?
Oh, he's
Lynn.
alive. Oh,
He's-
that.
no, he's
Lynn.
alive, yeah.
I thought you meant
Oh, I
the
thought
other
he died.
gentleman,
What other gentleman?
Paul.
No, not Paul. Lynn.
Lynn didn't introduce us to Sally.
No,
Paul said
Paul.
for her to come, but
But I didn't come at that point. But then actually it was Rose eventually
Rose.
3 years
Okay.
later. Yeah.
She's alive.
Because I was meant to be here, which we talk about a lot on my show.
He
There
didn't
are
think
no
it was Lynn.
coincidences. If
It's-
it doesn't
it's
happen the
Rose.
first
And I'm
time, they
thinking,
keep trying.
who passed away? No one passed away.
Rose.
Yes.
Well, who knows? I
No,
haven't heard
Rose
from
is
Paul in years.
alive and kicking on Facebook all over the place.
Paul or
Rose.
Paul passed. Did Paul?
No, Paul did not pass away.
What is wrong
Who-
with
No,
you?
not Paul. His partner, I think.
David.
David Levy, I hear, is not doing well.
No.
I don't know if he passed.
Right.
I don't know.
But I didn't. I guess
Anyway.
the moral to this
We
story
should keep
is
a roster
listen
of
to
people
your
alive and people not
instincts.
with us anymore. Just
I mean,
And they all stay here, whether they are or
invited
they
me
aren't.
to come here, I didn't, and then again I did a couple of years later. But it's all about timing. So
It is, and we're very happy that you came along, and you're teaching
Likewise.
us more and more about
Likewise.
marketing and everything else that we're
Yeah.
doing. Also, we want to talk about Gen X.
Yes, we do.
We want to talk about Gen X. I think we should get somebody who is working on that out here to talk about Gen X, to see how we're doing with Gen X, because that's an important aspect of what we're doing as well. Everything now is highlighted and important because we're going to another city, maybe 2, maybe 3, just to drive her crazy, maybe 3. And if we're going to other cities, we're going to take some of our friends with us because that's what makes the cafe the cafe.
True that.
Look at her face.
Other side of marketing.
Look at her face. See her face? She's like, what?
she's pretty. She's always pretty. I
Thank
always
you,
look at her
Sally.
face.
No, she's panicky.
No, she's pretty.
So you wait till we go to
I'm
commercial
taking your
break, I'm
advice
running
and I'm
that
trying
one.
to surrender because that word has been the word that keeps coming back to me for 3 weeks.
Surrender.
And God's like,
What are you
eventually,
surrendering?
eventually you're going to take notice of the word and actually surrender all your control and let me take care of this. So I'm
You're
going
right
to
where you're
surrender.
meant to be, Dawn. You know, I always say that.
Yes, everyone tells me surrender, let it flow. And until I guess I surrender and let it flow, God is going to keep bringing people into me and say to me, surrender and let it flow.
That's because you have to remind them what you want to flow.
Well, today is a full moon.
Oh, jeez, she's a werewolf tonight.
Just saying, it's a female full moon. It's probably always
Go
a female
watch
full moon.
Sinners. It has a moon in it, too,
Thank you.
and a sun.
All right. Sally, what is your website? Art by Sally Bernard?
ArtBySallyBernard.com, and it takes you directly, if you go, that goes to my boutique directly. Because
How do you
I'm
spell
actually
Bernard?
concentrating. Barnard. A lot of people get the B.
I'm still confused why you just didn't put Art by Sally.
Because there were other domains similar, so, and I was getting, they were getting
There's
confused
a
with
domain
another.
called Art by Sally?
Yeah. I
There's a
think
lot
so.
on
I couldn't-
Instagram,
Art by
actually.
Sally Bernard.
What about
because I'm-
Xena? Just call me Xena.
Well, I can't change it now. Because I got
Oh, I can
it's
change
Art
it.
by SallyBernard.com.
I can't spell Bernard.
It's
I keep going to somebody
you can't
else's
spell
website.
But think of
Wow, thank you.
DAR and not
Much
ER.
appreciated. Thank
But
you. I
actually,
can't
if you
spell
do BER, it will still come up, I believe.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
No,
So
it
it's
goes to
very
a guy
important.
by the name of Harry Bernard, and I ordered pasta from him now.
Okay.
ArtbySallyBernard.com. Check out all her clothing. Check out her artwork. Buy a copy of her book, Call Me Xena, and tune in today at 2:30 because Sally's going to be live with the Docobo family. I think you guys are staying.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're gonna
Liam got a ride home from
And
school.
soon to be a
Oh,
soon to be a
smokes.
movie.
They're
It's
gonna
soon
be
to be
here
a
for
movie.
this?
Yes.
The
They
movie
got
is
Liam
coming.
a
Made
ride home.
arrangements.
What?
They
This is my
their
dream
son to
come
drive
true.
home.
I just found someone to pick him up. We're good.
What?
That's what neighbors are for.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a big village.
It's always you. You.
I get blamed for everything, but
It's all good.
sometimes it's good. I was just going to say, but it's all good. Yes.
It's all good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going, Professor's got game time?
Yeah, game time.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available. So don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Located in the heart of Palm Beach at 300 Royal Palm Way, RCCA provides a variety of personalized outpatient therapeutics to include occupational and physical therapies, speech and language pathology treatment, as well as preschool programs for physically impaired children aged 3 to 5. Our compassionate licensed therapists specialize in hand therapy, geriatrics, neurodevelopment treatment, Parkinson's programs for language and movement, Pilates, as well as vital stimulation for swallowing disorders.
Our goal is to provide accessible therapy to all ages, regardless of financial ability. We accept Medicare and various insurance plans. Our vision is to positively transform the lives of our patients by providing quality occupational, physical, and speech therapy.
We believe in the power of custom and individual therapy sessions to improve communication, independence, and physical function of those with disabilities or injuries.
Our goal is to transform their lives back to where they were or to get them doing what they want to do.
At RCCA, we believe that every person deserves the best therapeutic treatment and a chance to recover from surgery, manage arthritis, improve their balance, or resume sports play after an injury.
RCCA has a strong relationship with the Palm Beach community, and we are a valued not-profit organization for over 85 years, helping those right here within our community.
Visit rcca.org to learn more about us. We are Palm Beach's Rehabilitation Center, and we are here for you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On this day in 1821, the first major battle of the Greek War of Independence against the Turks is fought in Voltetsi. On this day in 1864, during the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse, Union troops assault a Confederate salient known as the Mule Shoe, with some of the fiercest fighting of the war. On this day in 1942, during the Battle of Kharkov, Red Army forces under Marshal Semyon Timoshenko launch a major offensive from the Izium bridgehead, only to be encircled and destroyed by the troops of Army Group South 2 weeks later. On this day in 2002, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter arrives in Cuba for a 5-day visit with Fidel Castro, becoming the first president of the United States, in or out of office, to visit the island since the Cuban Revolution.
And we're back.
And we're back. I wanted to quickly talk about Gen X Beauty. You can find more information. You can go to Instagram. You can go to genxbeauty.com. This is a new line of facial cream and eye cream that we are very proud to be doing their marketing for. Product is made from cow placenta. It has no harmful effects on anything for the cow. It is paraben-free, toxin-free, fragrance-free, all natural, made right here in the United States. It's made in Gainesville, Florida. It helps with everything from puffy eyes to a cleaner, smoother, glowier skin. Freddie is like being my Vanna White. I've been using this product for about 6 weeks now, and I think it's amazing. Ladies, you don't have to use primer anymore under your foundation. It works just like a primer. It covers everything smoothly, easily. You can put your makeup on right on top of it. And then the eye cream has caffeine. It's got everything in it, the peptides, anti-aging, everything you need for anti-aging eyes. It does not have sunscreen, so please make sure that after you do your creams, you put a layer on your sunscreen prior to your makeup.
You've been using this, right?
I've been using this.
Because your 15 pounds of your bags are gone.
Thank you. And
I'm serious.
And I love you too. Wow.
I don't mean, I mean it as a compliment. I don't mean it as an insult.
Yes, I've been using this. I've been using the Gen X and
this is unbelievable.
It does stay in the refrigerator. It's got a longer life in the refrigerator, and it feels really nice in the morning when you pat on the nice cold eye cream. And it's good for age spots as well. So I put it on all my aging spots and everything else.
I don't put. You look at me. I'm like,
oh my God!
Wow.
You
Freddie,
look like
you need to use it.
You're right. I think I should drink it.
But it's Gen X, GENIX Beauty. Dr. Schaub is the creator and founder. It's made right here in Gainesville, Florida. The products are incredible, and they've got a whole line of Meet the Cow coming out. More information. It's also
Meet
good
the Cow.
for acne, for skin repair, and I can't say enough good things about it. And there are sample sizes, and we can get everything you need.
I cannot get over this. How long you been using it?
Probably about 6 weeks, maybe almost 2 months.
It's amazing. You don't have a freaking wrinkle.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I've got super sensitive skin. You know, I react to everything. And
I'm shocked.
I have not reacted to this negatively at all, only positive.
Look over there.
All good.
Not a bag. Unbelievable. Wow. That's amazing stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. So Layla's working hard on it, and Heather's working really hard in the campaign, and I'm thinking Dr. Schaub may be here tomorrow at our 100 Plus Women Who Cares event, because it's a great opportunity for her to meet like-minded women in business and not in business who just want to give back.
I hear doing the book and companies coming. You may have 20 from her. Let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens. All right, we're doing game time?
Yes, game time. I'm shocked. I am really shocked.
At the cream?
Yeah. Because I remember there were times when
oh my gosh.
you were having a hard time sleeping and things of that nature. You look like you're 40.
Thank you.
What are you, 42?
You must want something.
You see, even when I try to retract and get the compliment, I get...
Thank you. It's an incredible product line, and it stays all day. And I use it, she uses it at night, Dr. Schaub. I use it in the morning because my eyes are puffier in the morning after sleeping, and had amazing
What
results
have you used
with it.
night and day?
You probably could. Just uses more product, but absolutely.
I see. Okay.
You need a very, very small, not even a pea size, just a dot amount. Little goes a long way.
That's amazing. That's all I got to say. Amazing.
All right, game time it is with the professor. All right, professor.
Yep.
Do we have an intro for you?
Believe I do.
The professor has an I believe I do?
Play it.
Yes, he does.
Does he have an I believe I do? Let's play with Aaron.
Okay, Aaron,
Yes.
AKA the professor, is here. We may have to give him a wider shot. Oh, just questions?
Yeah, it's a wonderful game called The Art of Conversation.
Oh, okay.
It is 100 cards that each have 3 questions on each. And it's entirely voluntary to answer, but it's a lot of fun and it's a great way to get to know your friends.
You guys ready over there? The art of conversation. You want to play along?
All right.
Good.
Our first fun question is, whose autograph would you like and where would you like it?
You go. So many levels, so many places.
Well, well, it depends. The males, you can put it on my shirt. A females, yeah, flip a
Well,
coin.
I think it means like more like a sports person. Would you want it on a jersey or a
Is that
ball?
what it meant?
Or
I was thinking.
the questions are very open-ended, which allows for a lot of conversation.
Well, if it was Jesus Christ, I want it on my chest.
Permanently, right?
Fair.
Permanently.
I'd get on like my forearm, because then that could be like a good tattoo.
Jesus.
Well, not like Jesus Christ, but whoever he was.
Oh, okay.
I would get like a tattoo.
I thought
Well,
maybe
who would
it's
you? Well, on your.
I don't know. I was thinking of that.
But if it's Raquel Welch, still
would
on
you
my
want
heart
it?
now.
Above your heart?
No, with Raquel, anyway she
They
was.
don't even know who Raquel is, I bet you.
Oh, you guys don't know who Raquel Welch is?
She sounds like she's potential.
She's potential, he says, yeah.
Which is your sex symbol of 2025?
Bro.
Who's he asking this?
You.
You guys.
Yeah,
who's the
these
sex
aren't on my
symbol of
cards.
Oh, I don't know. I think myself.
Oh my lord.
Sally, whose signature would you want? If you could get someone's signature, whose would it be?
I've been thinking about that for the last few minutes. I have no idea. I was going to say, I really don't know. Let me think about it.
What are you talking about? Who do you want to meet?
I'm lost for words. I don't.
That's one of the best parts about this game is when you're lost for words, we can always move on and find another question that sparks more interest.
Wait a minute, but who's the sex symbol of 2025? Beyonce?
Sydney Sweeney.
Who?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Who's that?
Cute little actress.
Sydney Sweeney?
You're gonna want to look her up.
Yeah, maybe not, Brian. He's going to get in all kinds of trouble. Don't look her up.
Why?
Look her up. Because you're going to smile like that from ear to ear a lot
Yes, it
more.
could be.
Of course.
I gotta look it up now.
Let somebody else.
Yo, give me a picture of Sydney Sweeney.
Can I answer?
I want to see it. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would like Bob Marley's autograph. That's fine.
There
Bob
you go.
Marley, that's good.
That's good. I would like Helen Keller's just so I can meet her and see
That's
what
really
she's
neat.
up, what's her deal.
That's
It's
pretty
not
cool.
real.
Helen Keller.
Yeah.
I thought that was a made-up name for like a series. Like
I have somebody now.
You're gonna get us in trouble, Freddie.
I feel like if Simon Cowell were here, he'd like kick you off the stage.
Oh, there's a guy's name
I
I
have
want.
someone, Anne Frank.
Yes.
Who's
Get
Anne
out
Frank?
of my head.
Oh God.
Who's Anne?
Really? The Diary of Anne Frank?
have time to
Freddie, you're gonna get us in trouble, buddy.
Who? What? Where?
Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, let's try another one from the
Another
actual
question
cards.
before he offends a lot of people.
Wait a minute, I just want to know. I can't know. Wow.
Think Holocaust.
What's the question?
Wow.
What's the
Wow, they
next
shut you
question,
down.
Professor?
In which room of your home do you most enjoy spending time?
Bathroom. Survey says
I give up.
for peace of mind.
Why? Don't they talk to you when you're in the bathroom?
No, they do. I have to put up signs and fireworks.
Leave me alone.
No, I got to go to somebody else's apartment because they find me.
You would think a closed door would be enough.
No.
No, that's only in the commercial, and it don't work there either.
No. Not even a thing. Safe space. I have my studio space in my room. It should be that and my ear pods. Leave me alone.
The space of your brain.
Yes.
What space do you guys think is your bedroom?
Bedroom. Everywhere.
That's because you haven't cleaned it in 6 years and you can't find you when you go in there.
That's crazy.
Sally.
Sally?
My office where I paint. I'm getting very philosophical.
You're very. I know. You're in a whole different
Not
mindset.
really like this, am I?
No, I don't know.
Do you guys have a favorite room?
A favorite room in our house?
Wherever that favorite room is. Could be your car.
We do. It's Ethan's room.
meditate.
Ethan's room we turned into a meditation room and also remembrance to him. So there's a lot of, moments in there that we cherish. So that's in our house. And I think the other favorite room would be also just our family room because that's where all the action happens and everyone's running around and having a good time.
You know, it's funny. Latino families, it was always the dining room table. Yeah. Now that you say that. Always, right? Oh, yeah. Everything happens at the dining room table. I mean, operations happen.
United Nations meetings.
Everything. Everything. Breakups, marriages, bar mitzvahs, the whole nine. The dining room table.
That's kind of how the cafe started, though, was around a table.
That was the idea, right?
Until this.
I remember.
We lost the table.
No, we have a table.
We got a lot of tables.
I got this table.
All right, what's your next question?
Would you rather receive news from a friend as a phone call or an email?
Oh, phone call for sure.
In person.
Yeah, if it's email, I've never received it. And I'm never going to reply. Yeah, actually, me too. Phone
Right?
call I probably won't pick up either, but if you leave me a voicemail, I'll listen to it. Yeah, probably text me and finish that.
Phone call? How
Phone
you doing,
call for me.
Abdullah?
Good.
Good to have you back.
I've been here last Wednesday, don't you remember?
Yeah, that was almost a week ago.
She has amnesia.
It's nice to see you again.
Just not a lot.
All right.
There you go, just like that. Phone call. Now, I have to ask, because you brought it up. This thing about breaking up with people via text, is that a thing?
It's a thing for sure.
It's a thing.
What kind of
I
thing?
think it's definitely more like a high school thing now.
No.
Immature.
No, over the weekend, a friend of mine got a Dear Jane letter over a text. What is that? Do people just break up with people over text?
Yeah. It's not right, but they do it.
What kind of human being does that? Why would you want to even be associated with somebody
I
like
was
that?
having both my kids by the way.
So was she happy? Was she relieved? Was she upset?
They were shocked. They were like, what was I thinking? You're right. But who does that?
But that's like a Dear John when they used to write a letter. Dear John.
Dear John versus Dear Jane.
I think it helps people avoid those uncomfortable conversations, but they're not giving the other person maybe the respect they deserve because they're caught up in their own discomfort with having those conversations. So.
Well, that's the proper thing to say. The improper thing to say is the person really stinks. Because that's just wrong at so many levels. Yeah. Lord have mercy.
I agree it's a cop-out. I think that people aren't showing the best versions of themselves.
Or
if
they
so
fear,
choose that.
or they fear her. You ever notice guys fear women?
Whatever do you mean?
I mean, even Michael Jordan, when his wife tells him throw out the garbage now, he does it. You know, he has 100 people working for him.
Garbage, huh?
But men fear women.
I know you fear me.
Scary. What's the next one?
You're like the only
Quickly.
person I really yell at. True. I know.
No, you yell at Chuck. I seen you yell at him.
No.
But you do it differently
It's
with
different.
him. You give him a compliment and he back slap.
It's kind of like fine and I walk away, which is like my own version of, if we ever say fine, it's never fine. If you ever hear fine come out of a woman's mouth, no, it is not fine.
Really?
How are you? Fine.
I get 27 fines a day.
Okay is not really a good one either. How
From
are you?
them.
Okay. Okay and fine means not okay and not fine.
Like, I don't want to talk to you right now. So
Yeah.
don't.
You don't like the word sure. There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of words
hate
we
that.
can't use here.
I hate sure.
You don't like boundaries either.
No, but I hate sure. When you ask somebody to do something and they tell you, sure. I take off my shoe and I start
But
slamming.
you don't like of course either.
It's the same thing.
But if also you ask me, I go of course, and I know you don't like that either. So
Because
you
you're
need
doing
like
it
yes
on purpose.
or no.
Of all the people I know in my life, you use sure and of course. She got away from sure because I told her I don't
He
like
does
that.
not like the word
so she
sure.
says of course. She puts in one for the other.
Of course. You'd rather have yes? Doesn't yes seem so abrupt and harsh?
No, yes is yes. No means no. What did I tell you? Yes, yes, no, no. Did I tell you that?
Okay.
And that comes from your people.
Okay.
Because I've been watching The Watch King. Watch out.
All right. We got time for one more, Aaron.
Alrighty.
I go for the joke.
Your favorite childhood
He might
toy and what happened to it?
Oh, wow.
I still have most of mine.
This is gonna age. This is gonna age.
It's gonna age you. It's gonna age us for sure.
G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. With the Kung Fu grip.
Dude, she's like blowing.
What were they called? The Baku ball. You know
Bakugans?
Yeah, Bakugans. And
Oh my
Beyblades.
god, I
Those
remember
were
when
Beyblades,
people.
yes.
I remember when people in
But
middle school had
Bakugans
those.
specifically,
Right,
I remember Dude, I remember I went to the
Tamagotchis.
carnival by my house and I found 3 Bakugans
Yeah, the
on
ones
the
that-
ride,
Oh,
and it was such
Then
a
you're
good
defeated.
What the hell is a Baku ball?
Oh, they're so
What is that?
they're like a
You guys know what that is?
A bocce ball? I just think of the game that you play.
No, not bocce ball.
Bocce
Oh.
She's talking about something else.
A Boku ball, a Baku ball.
Bacalao.
Oh, that thing.
I have no idea.
She's talking about bacalao.
Bacalao?
What's a Bakugan? What is that?
Surf as a sphere, but you throw it on a
No,
it's an
it's
anime cartoon.
That's an anime thing.
When you throw it on metal, it opens.
It's a Japanese cartoon that you throw it on the ground and it opens.
But then
What?
Is it where they transform into monsters and whatnot? It was like trying to catch, and like honestly, imagine like it's a kind of similar concept to like Pokemon, but like where everybody has their own like.
So hold on. You remember that, you of all people?
What is that supposed to mean? I have a great memory.
Because you're athletic and stuff. I would think it's like a volleyball, a football.
Baku ball.
Because I'm an athlete doesn't mean I didn't play with boys.
Oh, I guess not.
Sally,
Sure.
how about you? You had a favorite toy?
I'm Jack's.
Oh, I
Remember
love
Jax?
Jacks.
Jacks.
Jacks were good.
It's a skill
I would sit
game.
on the bathroom floor all day long and play Jacks.
I tell you what, I cannot remember, so that just goes in my mind.
My grandmother always I love that answer though. They're so hard.
Bakugan.
I had a few seconds to think about it.
Wait a minute, what is that?
So the bottom of it, there'll be a little magnet on it, and it'll attach to one of the cards, and it'll open up from just a ball into the creature that it is.
I have never seen this in my life. Is that?
Yeah.
2000 was it?
I think I'm
2013.
So I gotta.
What days are we?
So hold on. I got a question for you guys. The NFL New York Jets football team was asked, what age were you born in that you consider the person old? And their answer, the number one answer was, if it starts with a 2, you're old. If it doesn't start with a 2, you're old.
I agree.
If it doesn't start with a 2, you're old.
Wow.
You believe this? If I'm a tie way, hit each player in the head with
That's
a 2x4.
crazy.
So if you were born in 1999, you're old. 1962, you're a fossil.
I guess at this point I'm already a ghost.
1935, you're forgotten.
I'm a ghost.
You're a ghost. You believe that?
That's crazy.
That's what the NFL, professional football teams in the NFL think. If you weren't born in 2000 or above, you're old. Wow. So if you were born in 2000, how old are you? 25? Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. So who's over 26 in here of you young guys? No, not us. Of you going, you're over 26. You're old. G-Man, how old are you?
26 on the head.
No, you're old. Because anything over 25 is old. Anything over 25 is old.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. How old are you?
I'm 24.
So G-Man, you and me hanging out, we gonna be called the old men.
We're going to start sipping coffees.
We're gonna play basketball in Pelican Bay.
Not in Pelican.
Really, I imagine if between me and G-Man, if either of us were going to would perform well in the NFL, it'd be him, not me. I am not the.
I couldn't do it. I'd break down.
You could be the football.
Wow. All right, you ready to wrap this up? We got Call Me Zena coming to you at today at 2:30.
All of her?
All of Zena.
Are you all gonna be here or just some of you?
I'm going to be here.
All of you?
She's very quiet. I mean, she's already channeling
I am
the
kind of
energies.
quiet today, aren't I?
Means you got a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
They've got a lot to say.
Yeah.
Want to thank
I'm
Professor.
as good as the question. So.
Want to thank
I need
Professor for bringing
questions.
up the game. You see, these are the ones I like. See, these, because they're very controversial. The other one, when you were playing vegetables with G-Man, oh no, you were playing vegetables with Gato.
You didn't think that was fun?
No.
I thought it was fun.
Of
I'm
course,
gonna
you
bring
play
it back
with
in. We're all gonna play,
Kiko
and you'll
Man.
see.
With Bacalao.
Bacalao. All right, let's wrap this up. Brian and Danielle, thank you so much for
Bacalao.
sharing your story.
Thank you for
For
having
more
me.
information, you can go to COATS, COATS Plus Foundation. tirelessly.com. Save the date June 13th for their golf tournament. Tune in today at 2:30 for Call Me Zena. Give us a call, 888-994-4995.
I have an
Studio
idea.
A. She says she's only as good as her questions. You got more questions
I have
for
an
her?
idea for you.
And check out Gen X Beauty, GenixBeauty.com. You can order it straight from the website, or we are more than happy to get you more information as well.
I got a request.
Okay.
What's the biggest golf cart they have? An 8-man or 12-man? 8?
They got some big ones. I'm not sure the size.
Well, I need somebody to donate for a couple of hours the largest golf cart that you can find. And I want to have a mobile bar at the tournament.
Maybe go across the street and ask them.
Maybe we go across the street and ask this guy.
What a
Yes,
good
he
idea.
does it. Thank you. I
I
thought of
wish
that
I had
by
thought of
myself.
that.
Across the street, he makes golf carts.
There's a golf cart company across the street.
He makes them across the street. We'll go over that. But I want to get a big one so then we ride people around, have a couple of drinks, and then next 8, next 12, whatever we got.
A tipsy taxi?
A tipsy taxi.
You see,
Wow.
there's a reason I'm
That
so
was good.
proud of Tipsy Taxi.
Wow.
It is. I like that.
Is that a thing, or did you just make that up? That was good.
She's an athlete.
Wow, a tipsy taxi. I like it. All right, have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.